Why was he in the forest, mate? Oh, God. He carried on going, though, didn't he? Oh, my good God. Oh, blood. Oh, my God, mate. Okay, I have just got done watching what is probably the weirdest video that I've watched in such a long time. It comes from a channel called Frostmare TV, and we have not watched a Frostmare video for I don't even know how long. The video itself is titled The Scariest Dashcam Videos Found Online. Mate, these are some weird videos. Like, weird. I'm gonna let you guys let me know in the comments what you think about these ones. But if you do like the video, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Frostmare TV. The Haunted Road.
Old tunnels seem to attract a lot of paranormal
Bro, I forgot that this was his voice. He has the scariest voice to be on a top 5.
activity for some reason. The following video was captured by two
Ghost of a
friends
kid
who
in the middle
also
of nowhere.
were on a late-night trip to their destination.
Where
The
even
empty
is
roads
this?
lead through an old mountain via a tunnel. They actually
Bro, why does it look like it's a sheer drop off one side? Sorry?
state that they have come across some relatively odd stuff in this tunnel. They heard weeping noises, even though nobody was visibly there. So they feel always a little bit uneasy when driving through the mountain. Tonight, they came across something new.
Bro, what? Why would you even bother? Where?
Un niño ahí. Un niño, un niño, Mari. Era un niño. La verdad que está viendo el video.
Where is this? What are we talking about? Like, first of all, first thought, it literally could just be a kid that's lost. Second thought, I don't know whether to stop or not. God.
A person of small stature in a red top and dark pants is pressing against the rock wall, not moving at all and seemingly staring into the distance. The two friends say that they believe this to be a kid, which means that this would be a rather reckless act, since this, of course, is extremely dangerous. For them it's pretty
Maybe
clear
he's lost.
that this was no living person, maybe the apparition of a young boy. Really hard to say for sure, but
Or
it's
maybe
begging quite
the real body of a lost boy.
a lot of questions. Why was he standing there? Was it just a skid? Or was there another, more plausible explanation for this?
Did they not even think to stop?
The following video was shared.
I'm not being funny. I don't know whether I'd stop or not. I don't know. I'd like to think that I would. Like, you could leave the window just slightly down and then talk to him, because how's he going to get in? You know what I mean? Lock the door, keep the window slightly down. And if you saw that I don't know, that he had like blood round his mouth because he eats people or something, then you could just drive off. You know what I mean? He ain't going to run after you.
By a couple who was driving on a local road in the midst of night. They state that there are several legends in this area talking about ghostly hitchhikers that are hoping to get a free ride once in a while.
Yeah,
Of
alright, mate.
course, these are just myths. But what happened to
No,
them
mate,
tonight
we've seen
made them scratch
Mate, we've seen the cab driver. You've seen the cab driver one. I know everyone's seen it because I've had it in a couple of videos where he lets someone in, he picks someone up, the door opens, the door closes, he's driving, and then, I don't know, like 5 minutes into the drive, he realizes there's actually no one in the back. Like,
their heads.
what?
That's creepy.
What? It looks like he's trying to do you know when you try and act out what a crocodile does, and you're like this? What's he doing?
That's creepy.
That's
We see
creepy.
a man standing on the right side of the road with his arm stretched out. I mean, yes, it's late at night and quite dangerous. However, what's really weird is that the radio is interfering the second they drive past this man, making the couple to believe that this could have been an actual spirit. They never saw anybody hitchhike on that road, especially at night. There are literally no pedestrians out on these streets in general.
Well, there is now.
There's not even a sidewalk.
Oh my god, it does look like a rifle. You just wouldn't let him in, would you? Let's be honest. Like, I mean, you don't get many hitchhikers in the UK, or at least where I live. You see them sometimes. Have I ever stopped for one? No. Would I ever stop for one? Still no. No. Thank you. The thing is, if the interference stopped the radio and then was like, let me in, then I'd be like, okay, cool. But, I mean, this could just be a geezer that's trying to show everyone what a crocodile does. Look. What does a crocodile do? Snap, snap.
That's creepy.
This video was captured by the dashcam of user Molly the Leg, and
Molly
as
the
you will
Leg.
be able to hear, he and his friend were quite a bit uneasy the following night, since they had seen something on the streets that looked quite eerie to them. There have been numerous reports of fatal accidents on that stretch of road. What's weird is that after this incident, the man kept driving along the road that night, when they noticed a strange ball of light on the left side.
Weird.
Mate,
And there's a big
it's really
light,
dark.
And then you got like a
Like these street lights, I feel, are doing nothing.
Like that. And it was coming out, and then I was looking at it, and I was like, oh, this is the cop. I was thinking, I was like, oh, that's funny. What if it's a cop? And then it just
I don't understand what we're doing right now. What are we even supposed to be watching?
It looked like a hologram, like when they disappear. Yeah. And like one whole half of it disappears, and the rest of it disappears. It looks like that.
You said there was just some random ball of light. What the hell is that on the right?
What's that? What? 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 I literally, I saw somebody on a bicycle or something like that.
What?
What's really odd is that the streetlights
I was talking about this thing. Is that a fire hydrant? I thought this was like a little kid. What are we talking about?
seem to flicker and turn on and off when that thing is driving by, before it just disappears, making the two men believe that something otherworldly took place here.
Mate, the thing is, we've heard of ball lightning. Could it be that?
They called the police
Or-
and told them what they had seen shortly after.
If the other street lamps are flickering as well, I mean, it could technically be like ball lightning or something, and it's just drawing power from the
And it wasn't like, it wasn't one.
from the other lamppost. But then again, it could also be an UFO.
It was so close to us too. It was like far
Dun,
away.
dun, dun. Oh, these videos, mate. Whenever I post like a YouTube short, like a TikTok, whatever, whenever I label something "woman in white," it always gets so many views as opposed to when I do anything else. I don't know why. I feel like the woman in white is just known by everyone. Everyone just wants to watch it. It's weird.
Now we are taking a look at another terrifying dashcam encounter that was shared by a young man who was on his way home from work that night.
2014.
He has to take a lonesome road
Camera
through
quality.
a forest, and many legends speak about different spirits that roam this stretch of land and which hope to catch a free ride ever so often.
Do you know what I think,
The man
right?
was
And this is nothing to do with ghosts whatsoever. If you've got a dash cam that is this poor quality, what do you expect to catch? Like, genuinely. Like, say you did have an accident. I'm not being funny. You are not telling whose fault it is. This camera quality is diabolical. All you're going to do is prove that you did crash. But you can't see anything else other than the fact that you did crash. So well done. Whose fault was it?
creeped out so bad that he had to take a short break from driving after making it out of the forest.
Why was he in the forest, mate? Oh, God. Oh, my. That was... Look how fast he's driving now. Right. That was, and I hate to say it because that was terrifying, but That was
A lady in white is standing in the middle of the road.
so fake.
And our young driver
Wow.
stops the car for a minute to see her vanish. It almost appears as if she is sweeping herself underneath the car, falling backwards. And causing an odd interference with the dashcam at the time.
Yeah,
Some
you can see the car. It's so badly fake, but still terrifying.
this is due
nonetheless.
to the editing of this video to hide a cut.
Yes.
Which is possible, but if that's not the case, we
Yes.
might be looking at a scary ghost encounter here.
Unfortunately not. I mean, unfortunately for him, but for me, I don't care. I don't want to see it.
This is a dashcam recording, uploaded by the driver of the vehicle, Mitch Kuhn. Mitch was driving along the Hume Highway in Bardia, southwest Sydney one Sunday night, when he noticed that a really eerie-looking object seemed to be making its way right on the highway. It looked like a small child to him, and immediately after seeing this, he called the police. Mitch was unable to stop the vehicle at the time, since they were carrying a huge toy hauler.
Why did that come out of nowhere? Hold the phone, mate. Watch how it just appears. Hi there, have you got time to talk about your extended warranty?
Mitch states that he called the local station after realizing the dashcam would have caught the footage.
Mate.
He called to see where he could send the video to help them, so the police saw what it was.
It could have
and
also
where
been
this
something that
incident took
like
place.
fell
Shortly after,
off the
he was
side of
told
like
by the
a, I don't know,
police
like a
that the
truck or
kid had
something,
been
you know what I mean?
collected safely and was on its way.
It was a kid! No way! Sorry, I'm talking over the geezer.
After, he was told by the police that the kid had been collected safely and was on its way home. However, Mitch states that he found out later.
Mate, I know last video was a bit of a rant about halfway through about people letting their young children go out on their own. This kid looks about 4. Why is he walking on a highway, mate?
Later, that the police had not found a child, and the search was called off early in the morning. No explanation had been given for this behavior.
What is going on, mate?
States that he found out later that the police had not found a child, and the search was called off early in the morning. No explanation had been given for this behavior, ever. And it leaves us wondering what was going on here that night.
Did we find a kid or not? I mean, it probably did explain it, but I keep pausing it, which means that I forget about everything that's said prior to this point. I think he said the police went out and retrieved the kid. And then he said the police report saying that they didn't find a kid.
What this mysterious thing was, and why the police would cancel the search and misinform Mitch on the phone. What a weird story. Do you have an explanation?
Oh, so they told him that they actually went and got the kid, but turns out that... What a weird thing to do. It looks like... Oh, Mario or
The next
Luigi.
video was captured in Northumberland, England, where a man caught something rather creepy during a nightly ride on a lonesome country road. The road was situated close to the Middleton farm, where, during World War II in 1933, a pilot had crashed down with his plane in a fatal maneuver. The young man capturing the incident believes that he might have caught the pilot's spirit on video that night.
A ride on what? Push bike? Motorbike? Oh. Mate, he looks like, you know, Michael Jackson when he does that leaning forward thing. It's on screen anyway, you know what I'm talking about. That's what he looks like he's doing. What a weird thing to do.
People say that this could indeed be a man dressed in a pilot jumper suit, holding what appears to be a helmet under his arm and raising his other hand up in the air.
What?
What's even more interesting than these observations is that the young driver decided to pick the man up after all, turning around and slowing down. However, the man had mysteriously disappeared into thin air. Why this was not shared with us is unknown, and pretty unfortunate. So we can only speculate what had unfolded in these fields that night.
No offense, right? You are down a road that is just completely pitch black. You are the only person, you think, that is on that road. You see a man stood on the side of the road in the pitch black, shall we add, and you turn back to pick him up. I don't care how charitable you are. That is plain stupidity. Christ.
This video was uploaded by Moto2Wrist, who was riding his bicycle on a deserted mountain road one night. This road is situated in Hampi, which is also referred to as the Ghost City. He was on a day trip to the Ghost City, and after spending many hours there, he made his way back to the resort. However, due to the darkness, he missed a turn and got lost for a while on these dark roads. He was pretty unnerved, and there was no sign of any civilization.
God, you would not catch me doing this.
He tells us that he saw a woman who was dressed like a bride walking on the side of the road.
Why is it always... Here we go. Oh, Christ.
It does appear to be a woman in a
God.
white dress that is walking in pitch darkness, and I feel like she looks pregnant perhaps, but that of course could also just be her weirdly shaped dress. So, if this wasn't just a confused woman, what else could it be? Maybe a spirit? What a scary thought.
Hey, it's a demon. Do not stop, no matter what. Do not collect 200 when you pass go. Just go home.
This video was shared by Nardan S.
This already feels fake. I don't know why. It gives me like movie camera vibes in a weird... I don't know.
Who was also on a nightly trip home. It is suspected that Nardan was traveling on a trike or similar
I could be
motor
wrong.
vehicle of some sorts. And all that is known is that the forest leads through a pretty notorious haunted part of town. He wrote that he saw somebody standing in the distance, which made him quite uneasy. But eventually he drove past and captured something extremely creepy.
You talking about this thing? Oh my God, we are. Oh my God, mate.
The strangest and most scary part
did he like
of this
lunge
recording
towards the...
is the fact
What?
that whoever is standing on the side of the road in some sort of white cloth does not seem to have a face. It's just the head without any human features. So I don't think that it is that
I'm not being funny. Why did he go so close to it, mate?
far-fetched for the driver to think that he was capturing a ghost on his camera at the time. Who can say for sure though?
What are we talking about?
The following video was a submission which was initially captured by a dashcam of an unknown man who was driving home one night. It is said that he takes this stretch of road regularly and that he has heard and seen things in the past that, quite frankly, can only be described as pretty odd. The area this road is located in is supposedly haunted. Not really a surprise, given that a graveyard is in pretty close vicinity. He didn't really notice anything in particular.
Mate, we've got a haunted
but felt
road
to
where
have
I
seen
live.
A blurry shape while taking a right
What's
curve
so
at
cold?
the time. He rewatched the footage later.
It is
at
quite
home
scary at night, though. I'm not
and
gonna lie.
found something really
Not gonna
unusual
lie.
on it.
Do I choose to drive down it at night? No. I feel like something's about to make me jump. What is this? Ambiant. He is driving awfully slow for someone who is in the pit.
It is not easy to make out, but the driver was sure that something was moving right behind that tree, and that whatever object we are seeing here was not there only moments before. So the question is, what are we seeing here? Is it just a part of the tree that did confuse our
Oh, I don't
driver
know,
here?
mate. I don't know. What in the world is this black mass? What are we talking about? Is that Predator?
Or was it maybe something supernatural? If it was anything, it could have also been an animal or strange creature. But it's really hard to say what exactly was captured on video here.
Could it have been a bear? No? This is me when I'm in the passenger
was
seat.
Captured from the passenger camera inside a taxi cab, and it's quite the unsettling recording. It was recorded one night when the driver of a cab was on his nightly shift. He saw somebody standing on the side of the road, seemingly waiting to catch a ride, so the driver pulls over to pick up the passenger.
Wait. Is this not the one that I was literally explaining at the beginning of the video? What are we talking about? And then he notices. Right, door opens. He obviously greets the person. No one gets in. What is this geezer doing?
See how the car door is opening all on its own? How is that possible? At the beginning of the video, we see what appears to be a woman standing on the side of the road.
Oh my god, you actually do.
However, she's not moving one bit.
Mate,
she's
she
just
looks
standing
dead.
there.
She's like that. How do you know she wanted a cab, you freak? What are you picking her up for?
And then when the cab pulls up, she
hasn't got a head.
like a fever dream. It must be a spirit though, right? That's what the driver believes. Because how can she open the door when she's not visible anymore? A really strange paranormal encounter that unfolded here, and quite creepy to be honest.
I don't think I've ever had a backstory in this, and I've never seen her in this video either. I don't like it. I don't like it.
The following is a
God.
dashcam video, which was recorded by...
Right. Coming back late from a late Cars and Coffee in the Murcielago. Cars and Coffee, for anyone who doesn't know, is a car meet. Loads of cars get together and they have cars and coffee.
Old guy garage, who was on a cruise at night with his
They
new
do them in
Lamborghini. He came
London.
home from a late Cars and Coffee in Murcielago. As the description reads, the roads are apparently always empty at night, and given the fact that there are no sidewalks anyways, there's literally no reason for pedestrians to walk these streets. However, after the man passed by a 200 years old graveyard, he captured something odd.
It's always a graveyard. Right, what are we looking for? What are we looking for? Mate, I swear to God, if this makes me jump. Passing 200-year-old cemetery. Yeah, alright, mate. Mate, it's
It
always
looks like a lady in a white blazer
always
of some sorts. Is
the woman
being
in white.
caught
No, I wasn't even
walking on the
trolling it. It
side of
literally
the road,
always is
which
the woman
of
in
course
white.
is a pretty dangerous act. The driver states.
Look, obviously that could be... It's the fact that it's next to the cemetery. It's pitch black. No one walks down there because there's no sidewalk or pavement, as we call it. I don't know. It could just be a woman walking down a road. You know what I mean?
That when checking for her in his rear mirror, he did not see her after passing her initially,
Right.
making him believe
You're a
that
massive
we were
weirdo.
witnessing a
You know what I
ghostly
mean?
encounter
But-
that was captured on dashcam here.
Oh, get out.
This is a video which made it onto BEC News, a news show in
BEC?
Thailand. It was captured by a driver who saw a mysterious woman appear
Trying
in
to rip
the
off the
middle of
BBC.
road. The crazy thing is that he passed her right through, since there was no time for him to brake.
Hold on, this made it onto a news channel.
But nothing happened.
Okay. Mate, she's see-through anyway. Look at it, look. What are we talking about?
Nobody had an explanation of how that had happened, and also how this mysterious person just appeared on the road. And of course that no damage was done to either the car or this person. I guess this one as well.
Even the lights, whatever that is, mate, the lights reflecting off it, look.
I guess this one as well will remain a mystery.
That is, do you know what? That's actually quite weird. I mean, I don't know anything about editing, really. But the light reflected off it. But then again, it could have been a car.
Was captured by a young man
who
was out with his friends that night. They were cruising over a street that had seen many accidents.
I'm just going to ignore it and pretend it didn't happen. That way I don't have to worry if it's real or not.
In the past. So it's not a surprise that people tell many stories about ghost sightings that have been experienced by many drivers on that road. While this was not technically captured by a dashcam, it was filmed by
how small is this bike?
Of our young bike rider this night, which gave him the opportunity to look back at what he believes to have been a ghost appearing on the right
hold on.
side.
Right, so this person looks like a small person on a big bike, and this person looks like a big person on a small bike. What are we doing?
Of the road.
How's he even keeping up on that scooter? Huh? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see it.
People say that we might be seeing the spirit of a young person here, perhaps wearing a long white shirt or a dress, which is
a woman in white.
Plausible if we believe the statement of the bike rider, saying that this person seemed to have vanished after he turned his head and took a look at it. Of course, you never know, if not a crazy person decided to risk their life and stand on the side of this busy road.
Mate, I'm seeing pareidolia. Look at this thing, this head, arm, and maybe like the back of a duck, leg. You know how like a duck has like a bit of a, I don't know.
Would do that. Maybe a ghost.
What's that noise? Lonesome lady, let me guess.
We are taking
She's wearing white.
At another really odd dashcam recording, which was taken by a man who was on the way home one night. He tells us that it is pretty uncommon to come across people on that road, since it's very
always
narrow
uncommon.
and not intended for
Keep
pedestrians. It was also very late that night, slimming down the chances that anybody would decide to walk these streets. Nevertheless, he came across a strange woman.
They say it. Slimming down the chances. The chances, like, the chances of being, I don't know, unalived by a baby pigeon. Like, the chances are very, very slim, but never zero. What are we looking at here? What are you doing?
The woman seems to be wearing red clothing of some sorts.
Just like,
but she's not carrying.
She's got like a weird. What is that, like a pattern or something on a dress with a jacket on? She could have just been left there by someone. Do you know what I mean? They could have had an argument, her and her husband, and he's gone, get out the car right now. You're walking the rest of the way. Okay?
Any light source, meaning that she must have been walking up that road for hours.
And if someone drives past you, I want you to look like a lamp.
The man didn't think anything of it and drove past her, only to run into her again a few minutes later.
No way. He carried on going though, didn't he?
How was that possible? How could the lady be walking up this pitch-black mountain road faster than a car? Of course, this is impossible, and the man was sure that he must have captured a ghost that night.
Oh, good God, mate. I need a weapon or something. Jesus Christ. Why did that make me jump? Like, she was in the middle. You're just mocking it now, aren't you? Look, I'm like, oh, it's a woman in white. I bet it's the woman in white. And then they show me a woman in red. And now they're saying the woman in black. Mate, you're just taking the...
This video was
Hold on, this is the scariest dash cam videos found online, mate. This is not the scariest women on roads in white or other colours are available.
found on dashcam on the road, and it was shared by a couple of Russian friends who were driving through the city at night at around 1:50 a.m. in the morning. Based on their reports, they were driving past a traffic light when, in front of their eyes, a woman completely dressed in black seemed to appear.
What is this? What is she? Is she shaking? Mate, I think she's like... She didn't make that noise. I didn't hear that one bit, but... Look at her shaking. Or is that just the
This is a
pixels?
mysterious encounter, or just a regular
I don't know,
woman
mate.
who
I
was
can't work
standing on
out
the
whether
road
she's
and
vibrating.
Staring at the car is unknown. The young friends were wondering, though, what she could have been doing there.
Oh,
that
she does
late
look
at
like
night
it. She's
all by
all over the
herself,
bloody place.
and
Look.
why she wasn't moving and simply staring at their car. What's your best guess?
My best guess? She's a creep, mate. That is my best guess. You're a creep. But if you can hear me, I didn't mean it. Because I don't want you here. Staring at me like a creep. You creep.
The next video is definitely one of the more mysterious ones. It was recorded by the dashcam of a truck driver who was delivering
Back in
a freight
1336, apparently. What is
It was
this?
still early day when he noticed something or someone appear on the road that hadn't been there just moments prior.
So are we gonna elephant in the room, mate? What is this lorry doing? It was quite comfortably on its own side of the road.
By the dashcam of a
And then
truck
goes,
driver
you know
who
what?
was delivering a freight in the back of his big rig. It was still early
This
day
entire road is
when
mine.
he noticed something or someone appear on the road that hadn't been there just moments prior.
I need to listen more because
It is certainly strange to say the least. A tall person in a white jacket seems to walk out of the back of the truck in front. The driver seemingly is avoiding impact, meaning that this person must have just appeared on the road. Pretty odd, wouldn't you say? If this wasn't a ghost, are we witnessing the actions of a crazy person? Not
what the flying egg is this,
caring
mate?
for the traffic. Whatever the answer, this is a quite unsettling video.
Man, it just walks off like you didn't almost just die, or again.
The next video is an infamous dashcam recording, which was captured by a man who was on his way home from work. He works till late at night, so the roads are generally never that busy whenever he is in his car. The way home leads through an old tunnel that was
Bro, why did I think that he was approaching like a pair of legs?
built straight through an old mountain. Apparently, the mountain is pretty notorious for its ghost sightings. Many people claim to have seen spirits and lost souls there, but the man never thought anything of these ghost stories until tonight. Something rather creepy happened to him.
Top-notch camera quality, as per usual. Thank you. Is it going to just appear in my face right now? Because I'm very close to the screen right now. Not going to lie. It's very loud. Oh my good God, oh blood, oh my God, mate. I turned away
There
at
was
the
certainly a transparent
wrong
figure
time.
standing in the middle of the road.
I looked down,
And the car
I looked up,
passes straight
and there was...
through it.
Hold on, fast forward, no, rewind 10 seconds to when I said, is it just going to appear in my face? Is it going to just appear in my face right now?
The driver swears that he did not see anything at
Oh
the time,
mate, when I
but
tell
heard
you,
a really odd noise. As if
goosebumps
he
on my
was
legs
hitting
right now.
something at the time.
I need to, do you know what I need to get? I need to get a leg cam so you can see the goosebumps under the table.
Which was the reason why he went through the footage at home. And then he saw this creepy apparition. The question is, what was this thing doing there?
It has a
that
green
night?
head.
Was it maybe just a strange reflection? What's your idea?
I don't know, mate. I just thought, right? Obviously, let's say for argument's sake, ghosts are real. Okay. We have been told that aliens are real and that they are little beings, like the little greys and stuff like that. When they pass on, or do they even die? Damn. If, let's say they do they have ghosts? Have we ever seen an alien ghost? These are all questions that I need answers to that I'm probably never going to find out. Old cemetery with a woman in white.
A video that was captured
Always.
by the dashcam of two Chinese ghost hunters who were driving through a Hindu cemetery that night to conduct an investigation. Of course, cemeteries are creepy by nature, especially at night. But the two might have captured something strange before even getting out of their car.
Mate, I don't think I could ever hunt at a cemetery. I really don't think I could, you know. If something appears in my face again, mate. Hold on.
A misty figure seems to
Ah, do you know what? This is a really, really good video, right? But I can tell you categorically that is fake, and that they have added that ghosty thing.
float from behind the tree
They've
on the right
added
side of the screen. The two ghost hunters
this.
did not see this unfold at the
They've added this during the editing phase, and do you know how I know that? Is because I have seen another clip during a completely different top 5 where this exact movement from this ghost or whatever is doing exactly the same thing, because it's obviously just I don't know, like a sample that you can use as a ghost or whatever. It's 100% fake, because I've seen this exact thing on the side of the road. Not with my own eyes, but in another video, someone's used it, but it was in a completely different location. This was like more lit up and all that.
the time. And it was only
I guess that's what
later
happens when you watch
discovered when
like
going through the dashcam
300-400 videos
one
of
could
these.
almost believe that a real ghost was captured here that night.
Unfortunately.
Or if not, what could cause
You know what's
this?
crazy? If I hadn't seen that other video, the chances of me believing that would probably be quite good, because the editing on it is very good.
Fact instead.
Well, it can't be that difficult to edit something in when the camera quality is that bad. Girl on the road, let me guess,
following video
wearing
was
white.
shared by another nightly driver who
But yeah,
was
last
on his
one.
way through the
Fake.
city. Important to note is that the following highway
I'm never going to be able to find the video that the ghost was included in the other video that I saw. But I don't know, if for whatever reason one day I come across it from watching some older videos, then I'll make a clip out of it, and then I'll upload it onto the community page so you guys can see what I'm talking about, because it is 100% fake.
does not offer any walkways for pedestrians.
No doubt, no doubt.
However, the man captured somebody on the right side of the road, seemingly sitting there.
Huh? What you talking about? What? Like it was sat on a stool.
There is somebody
I mean, it's not a girl in white. It's just like she's wearing yellow with like white boots on.
sitting there, no question. The comments state that they think this to be a girl in a white skirt or dress of some sorts. But why would anybody be doing this? What's our explanation for this? Just a weirdo? Or is this a spirit?
I don't know, mate. There's plenty of weirdos in the world.
Dangerous, though, whatever the answer.
Including me. Very old woman in
The following
white.
is a very old clip that was recorded by a man on his way home one night. He described that he saw some transparent figures appear on the
Okay, I had no hope for this video just due to the camera quality, but what?
road, which made him stop the car and watch what was going on. He said that these things seemed to have a red glowing head and that it made him quite a bit uneasy. Unfortunately, even remastering this didn't uncover much more detail, but I find it's pretty interesting. What do you think was captured here?
Mate, I tell you what, this probably isn't real. Okay, probably. But if it is... Mate, you didn't even say bye. That video just ended so abruptly. Okay. Anyway, I was going to say, imagine that's like an alien and it's like see-through and they're cloaked and they're... Or we go back to the same old one. It could be Harry and Ron under the invisibility cloak. I'll always go back there because there is possibility that it could be that. Anyway, Frostmare TV or King Frostmare. I don't know who it is. Same person, different channel. That was a good video, mate. I've not watched a Frostmare video for like a long time. So I'm actually glad we went back to that. That was a good video. But guys, if you did like the video, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.